Paramahamsa Nithyananda es una encarnación viviente excepcional, un yogi de nacimiento que ha expresado sus poderes como ser iluminado desde que nació. Paramahamsa Nithyananda ha sido nombrado una de las 100 personalidades de más influencia espiritual por la revista esotérica más antigua del mundo, Body, Mind, Spirit. Es el autor de más de 500 libros en tamil e inglés, libros en telugu, kannada, malayala, hindi, sánscrito, gujarati, orilla, bengalí, marathi, francés, malayo, polaco, portugués, italiano, alemán, danés, español, ruso y chino, con traducciones disponibles en 26 idiomas. Es también un orador ejemplar sobre profundas soluciones de vida a través de sus 8.000 horas de discursos. Servicios sociales como el Anadán a 10.000 personas, servicios médicos gratuitos a 10.000 personas a la semana, servicios de educación gratuita a 10.000 personas al mes, ashrams, escuelas, templos, hospitales, establecidos en más de 140 países alrededor del mundo, ofrecen servicios excepcionales. Un sanador espiritual poderoso que ha curado a millones de personas de enfermedades que van desde la migraña hasta el cáncer. Un kriya yogi que ha formulado kriyas para la salud física y el bienestar mental, beneficiando a miles de personas. Un maestro contemporáneo que ofrece soluciones prácticas para nuestros problemas cotidianos, con centros de meditación en 151 países, incluyendo Birdi, Tiruvannamalai, Rajapalayam, Salem, Hyderabad, Varanasi, Los Ángeles, Ohio, Seattle, San José y Phoenix. Es el fundador y cabeza espiritual de Nithyananda Dhyanapitam, un gurú espiritual con 10 millones de seguidores, una encarnación que transmite la más elevada energía espiritual a través de la iniciación, un yogi contemporáneo que ha revivido a nivel mundial la ciencia védica y el yoga a través de miles de centros de yoga. Adepto a las Tamahasiddhi, los poderes místicos yógicos, ha hecho despertar sin esfuerzo la energía kundalini a miles de personas, agraciándolas con poderes espirituales. Un generador de energía espiritual que ha revivido la sagrada tradición védica, a través del establecimiento de templos védicos en todo el mundo. Los Ángeles, San José, Seattle, Toronto, Ohio, Oklahoma, San Luis, Malasia, Brasil, París, Guadalupe, Dallas, Nueva York, Nueva Jersey, Atlanta, Calgary, Vancouver, Singapur y en lugares como Bangalore, Hyderabad y Tiruvannamalai en la India. Un gurú joven y dinámico que es una inspiración para miles de jóvenes. El gurú de la India más visto por internet. Un faro de luz espiritual que ha triunfado sobre las fuerzas del terrorismo religioso y de la persecución política. Paramahamsa Nithyananda es un kalpataru eterno, bendiciendo al mundo con el regalo de la abundancia material y de la iluminación espiritual.
नित्यमुक्तं निर्विकल्पं ध्यानलोकप्रदीपकं वन्दे शान्तमयं बन्धं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम् आनन्दगन्धसञ्चारं सर्वोपाधिविनिर्मुक्तं वन्दे ज्ञानालयं नाथं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्.
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तम् Vande Guru Paramparam. Welcome you all with my love and respects. It's a beautiful day, 70th anniversary of my first experience. Maybe I'll take few minutes to express exactly what happened. See, around the age of 10, I used to go and see this great master Annamalai Swamigal. He's a great enlightened being, one of the direct disciples of Bhagavan Raman Maharshi. He is the person who used to give bath to Bhagavan. Even when Bhagavan takes bath, he will be the person who touches his body and gives bath. Such a close disciple. One day, when he was giving bath, he writes in his memoirs, I thought I am touching the body, just a normal body. He thought, you see, when you are too intimate with God, you can forget. You may, sometimes there is a difficulty, you may take it for granted. I am touching, after all, a normal body. What it is, everybody is worshipping this body. Everybody is feeling he is God, he is God, he is Bhagavan. I am touching only normal body. He says, suddenly something happened. I don't know what happened. And Bhagavan touched me. Whether he read my mind or not, I don't know what happened. And I went into Samadhi, and that's all. After that, completely stopped working. Not only stopped working, stopped living normal way of life. He just started relaxing, settled down just near the ashram in one place. He sat. Just that one experience changed the whole life. He became enlightened. One of the great disciples, or enlightened disciples of Ramana Maharshi, I used to go and see him around the age of 10. He's a very nice elderly person. He was sitting and talking to the group of seekers. He was telling that we are not body and we are beyond suffering and pain and all those things. Naturally, I was not able to understand. How can he say that we are beyond suffering? If my mother beats me, I have pain. If my teacher shouts at me, I have a suffering. How can he say that we are beyond pain and suffering? Anyhow, I just did not leave that. Went home and took a knife and just cut my thigh to see whether I really have pain or not. See, when Krishna said, Atma will not be cut by sword and can't be burnt by fire and can't be destroyed by anything, Arjuna tested that philosophy on others by killing others. But I tested it unfortunately on me. Of course, there was pain and I was taken to hospital. Doctor did all the first aid and everything. After a few days, again I went back to him, asked him, what is this? What have you taught? See, you said that we will not have pain and suffering. I went and cut myself and now I have pain, I have suffering. There is very deep cut, 13 stitches in those days. And 13 stitches is too much for a 10-year-old boy. And he was smiling at me and he said, my son, just try to find the source from where you are feeling the pain, point in which you are feeling the pain. Try to find the source. Do this meditation. Even after he was he taught the meditation, I was not completely convinced. I told him, it's okay, you have given me blessing or initiation or meditation. You could have done this before I cut my thigh. You could have done this earlier. Why did you make me cut my thigh and then talk all these things? He said that don't bother my son. Don't bother about this pain. Your courage to experiment with the truth will liberate you. That is enough. He'll take care. Don't bother. So it was a big inspiration. I said, all right, let me at least now do the meditation. Anyhow, cutting is over. Let me at least do the meditation. I used to play with the technique. I'll just sit and see from where the pain is coming or where that I'm feeling that I. Whenever I find time, I'll just sit and play with this technique. Not even seriously, just very casually. Trying to find the source of the self. Not even as a meditation, just as a casually. Don't know what will be the end of the meditation and all those things. What will be the result of what I am doing also. Just because he said, let us do, that's all. And I used to even think that maybe the end of the meditation, God will appear and tell that you will not have pain. Because I don't have a clear idea. I don't have a clear idea what will happen as a result of the meditation. He only told do this, that's all. And I know for sure that if I do this, I will not have any suffering or pain in future. I may not have any suffering or pain in the future, that's all. No other idea or expectation of exactly what will happen if I do this meditation. No idea exactly what will happen if I do this meditation. Then you started playing with the technique very casually. And one day, of course, the same day, second Tamil month, Purnima, Vaikasi is the month, Purnima, full moon day, evening, same time, around 4:30 to 6:30, maybe you can say this. This is the Sandhya time, when the sun sets and moon rises. In India, Sandhya means the this is the time, 4:30 to 6:30. That is the Sandhya. Sandhya time. Of course, I was not aware that today, that day was Purnima and all those things. I was just sitting on a rock in the Arunachala hill, trying very casually sitting and trying to find the source from where that I is raising, the feeling of I is happening. That day I was sitting for quite a long time. Don't know why I was sitting on all those things. Just was sitting and trying to find the source in a deep way. Suddenly something happened. Like I am being sucked inside, pulled inside. Just I was being sucked inside. I was sitting with closed eyes, but I saw very clearly something opened inside. The moment that opened inside, I was able to see whole 360 degree without opening my eyes. My eyes was closed, but I was able to see complete 360 degree. Whatever was happening in the front, side, back, side, and up, down, all the direction. Not only I was able to see, I was able to feel clearly how much you all are alive inside your skin. How much you all are alive. We are all alive inside our skin. We can feel we are living inside our skin. Same way, same intensity, I was able to feel I am alive in everything I was able to see. Understand? I was able to see the whole thing, whatever was around me, the plants, rock, tree, everything. And I was able to feel that I am alive in everything. How I feel, how you all feel you are alive inside your body. Same way I felt alive with the whole cosmos, with the whole existence. Just till then I was body. After that experience, I am body also. Understand? I am body also. It was a very deep experience. If it is just a word or imagination, it won't make such a big impact on your inner space. It was a strong conscious experience. See, now you know you are inside your skin. Anything you will listen as long as it does not disturb you. If something disturbs your life, naturally you know how to protect yourself because you are alive inside. It is your conscious experience. How many people may teach you that you are not a body? You will listen, but you will not allow them to work on you because your conscious experience is your body. In my case, I am, this whole existence became my conscious experience. That is why I started living according to that. People feel surprised sometimes. Why I lived such a strong, intense life in that age? It's very difficult, unimaginable. It's unimaginable for you because it is not your conscious experience. It's such a simple thing for me because feeling the whole cosmos is me has become conscious experience. It was a very solid experience. Then late night, by the time I was able to move the body a little bit, it became late night. Somehow I came down. After settling into the body a little bit, I thought some ghost has possessed me. I got frightened. Something has happened. Even though there was a deep joy inside, but I don't know what has really happened. First time, something new. Some ghost has possessed me or not, I don't know. I started thinking that way and went to that Mataji Kuppammal and told her what happened. She just laughed and said that you are not possessed by ghost, you are possessed by God. And she gave me the courage to live with it, to accept that experience, and she supported me. For 3 days I was not able to eat anything. I think that is why so much of food is today offered. 3 days I was not able to eat anything. It was such an intense ecstasy because if I see the food, that is also alive and this is also alive. I am sitting inside the food. What is there to put something into something? And it's there. Everything is alive. So how will you put something into something? You won't put your finger into your mouth and chew. So how to put something into something? Everything is life. It was such a solid experience. It took 3 days. She used to put somehow she will put little food in the mouth and try to force me to eat, but it will come out, and this way it happened, and she took care. After 3 days, body became a little settled. Then, even though she told me that I am possessed by God and supported me and helped me, she encouraged and gave me courage. Even though she supported that fear, I never went near that rock again for next 6 months. I'll never go near that area. And after a few days, I called hold of my close friend, still he is there, and took him to the temple. The temple, I told him, I want to tell you some important thing. And he said, okay. We went to one corner where no people come. Not much visitors come. He was sitting next to me and told him, hey, see, from that day, something happened to me in the hill. I am able to see all 360 degrees now. I can see everything, what is happening in front of me and back side, every side. First he took me, he just started making fun of me. Fool, you are talking and all those things. He did not take me seriously. I told him, you see, if you want, you can check. You see, behind there is a tree now, ant is going. I can see, you see. It was a big shock for him. And I told very clearly behind the tree and what all is going on, who is crossing and what color dress he is wearing, without turning my head. And ant climbing the tree and that small insects. I told, that fellow got frightened. First shock for him. I told him, if you want, you check. He had a Indian rupee coin in his packet. He picked up the coin and he said, I will show behind your head. You tell me which side I am showing, head or tail. And we had that game. I told clearly, for 10, 12 times he checked. I told very clearly. That completely shook that guy. I told him, you also go and sit on the top, you will have this. No, because still I was not very clear why it happened and what happened and all those things. All I know is now I can see everything and it is very joyful, like a bliss fever. It was a bliss fever, you see. And I told him, you also go and sit on the rock. I will tell you where it happened. I won't come. You go and you will also be able to see like this everything. And that fellow slowly started, no, now I have to go to house, I have to do my homework. I said, no, sit, I will tell you what all to be done. And he was telling, no, I have to go now, I am in some urgent work. I caught out of his hand. No, first, because I thought that he is going to escape. And he started saying, no, I am feeling like going to bathroom, leave me a hand. And I caught hold of him. I was trying to catch him and no, sit. First listen the whole thing. And I could see very clearly when I was trying to catch him without running, I could see very clearly, body may be two, but I am alive in both the bodies. Both the bodies I am alive. But the poor guy, he can't understand. Then suddenly, hit me, what is this? I feel like I am having two bodies. But he is completely frightened that I could see all the direction and he can't imagine. Till yesterday I was his friend and today I can do all these things. And he just said that leave me now I have to go to bathroom and after going to bathroom I will come back. Because usually when you get frightened, first thing you will feel like going to bathroom only. This fellow ran and whatever he did, 1 or 2, I don't know, but he ran away, never came back. And I was sitting there, thinking he will come back. And anyhow, after a few hours, I understood that this guy is not going to come back. I went back to home. Still now, he describes his experience and Swamiji was catching me, not to run, trying to make him sit. That time I felt that something was happening inside my body. He says that I am the first person who received energy darshan. He came and did our NSP. In NSP I gave energy darshan. He said that the same thing I felt that time. The same thing I felt I had experienced that time. So first energy darshan. And it was fun. It changed the whole perspective of life. Our experience about life and the idea about me and life and God, everything was changed. Earlier my idea about God, me, world, everything was totally different. Now my idea about the self, Jiva, the Jagat world and God Ishvara, totally different. And
Welcome to Inner Awakening, the most powerful personal transformation retreat you could ever experience. In just 21 days, thousands are already experiencing the shortest route to constantly high energy levels, visible anti-aging, healing of chronic diseases, fulfilling relationships, and higher states of consciousness. What is the secret behind this transformation?
Kundalini means the inner potential energy. Once it is awakened, opens the different doors for the conscious experience in you. I can say which is a master key for all extraordinary spiritual experiences.
This extraordinary program is conducted personally by Paramahamsa Nithyananda in the vibrant atmosphere of Nithyananda Dhyanapitham Ashram. Open yourself to the benefits of Nitya Yoga and practical meditation. Experience physical and mental healing. Discover simple ways to handle life with success. Above all, enjoy individual darshan and blessings from Paramahamsa Nithyananda every day. Take 21 days for yourself and carry home the transformation of a lifetime.